Derek Van Orden won an unexpectedly close race for Wisconsin's 3rd Congressional District. He defeated Democrat Brad Pfaff by about 4%. News 8 Now's Emily Haugen explains what those results mean going forward.
Amy, the GOP did not see the red wave they were anticipating. Nevertheless, Republicans did claim victory as in races scattered across the country. Derek Van Orden's win was one of them, but it was a harder fight than expected. The race was so close, Derek Van Orden didn't claim victory for Wisconsin's 3rd Congressional District until well after midnight.
I will not give up the values that the people of the 3rd District of Wisconsin understand that I hold and share with them, and that's why they voted me into office.
Van Orden's win didn't come as a surprise, but the margin of just 4% did.
You know, 4 points is enough where you could imagine this race potentially turning out differently.
Pfaff tells News 8 Now that he's thankful for the voters' support. He wasn't surprised that his race was close.
Too many political pundits had made a decision what was going to happen in this race before the voters had the opportunity to cast their own ballot.
Western Wisconsin is unpredictable, and that from election to election, the vote in Western Wisconsin can change.
Derek Van Orden campaigned as the face for that change.
It doesn't matter where you start in this country, you can achieve your goals. You can aspire.
He ran for that same seat just 2 years ago, losing to Ron Kind.
Where Brad Pfaff not only had to get through a competitive process to win the party's nomination, but then he had to try to introduce himself to the voters in this district. And oh yeah, he also had to do that without much support from his political party.
Van Orden raised significantly more money. And in the weeks leading up to Election Day, the National Democratic Party pulled funding from Pfaff's campaign.
I would have won this race if there would have been greater resources placed into this campaign.
Van Orden steps into the seat that has not been red for 26 years.
This represents a change in party control for this district, and that'll have an effect on public policy in this area.
We have to get back to the place where we represent everyone.
And his constituents will be watching. Van Orden emphasized his political outsider status in his thank you speech last night and his desire to get to work and instill term limits in Congress. Amy?
All right, thank you, Emily. Now, Pfaff says for now he's going to spend some time with his family, but he will also continue working to represent his constituents as a Wisconsin state senator.